Hello. Hi. Welcome. Am I coming in clear? Today is Thursday, November 13th, 2025, 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How's everybody doing today? Thanks for coming. Thank you for coming. Yeah, things are going good. It's been a busy couple days. Yeah, got out the new video yesterday. The KiCad schematic and PCB design video. Also, gave a little shout out to the sponsor of the video series, PCB Way. So that's good. Yeah, it's been going good. It's been going really good. I believe the board shipped today or this morning or maybe the end of day yesterday. So hopefully I'll get it early next week. And then I'm going to start filming the next video, which is assembly of the power supply module. And then after that, I think things are probably going to move a little bit quicker. These first couple videos obviously are taking a little bit longer, but you know, it is what it is. Power supplies aren't that glamorous either. So I'm not really that shocked that the enthusiasm hasn't really been quite there yet, which is fine. So yeah, things have been going good. Things have been going good though. I don't know if I mentioned last week, but I got all the parts for the rest of the ESP32 samplers. These guys. So I'm going to populate, I guess, 4 more of these. Hey, Brian, what's up, man? Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'm going to populate like 4 more of these. And then I'm going to sync them all together. See what happens. See if I can make some cool stuff. Probably use like the BeatStep Pro or something to kind of control them all individually. Yeah, should be fun. Yeah, so I'm just kind of like slowly chipping away at soldering. It's a lot of soldering, man. Holy moly. I have to say, the button choice, probably not wise. But you know, that's okay. 32 buttons probably didn't need 32 buttons. Yeah. Upon reflection, I probably could have done like an octave, you know? So what's that, like 12 notes or something? But anyway, whatever. You live, you learn, you move on, you know? Yeah. What else has been going on? I don't know. Let me think about that. Yeah. It's a lot of switches. Oh, I forgot to mention that on the weekend, I'm going to pick up a camera. I'm getting a camera. Kind of through my dad and my uncle. They're going to give me this camera. So hopefully it'll make it a little bit better for shooting close-up stuff of soldering and things of that nature. So I'm excited about that. I've never really used like a pro camera for any of this stuff. It's always been with my phone. So I'm excited to get that rolling, and hopefully it'll work out really well. Yeah, and I'm getting he's also giving me, sorry, let me pause for a minute and think about that. Think about what I'm about to say. He's also giving me a USB microphone. So hopefully it'll make it a little better in terms of audio quality. Still trying to mess around with that without, you know, investing too much of my money into it, but just because like I'd like to build a microphone down the road, but you know, it's not really on the horizon in the near future, but probably in the future, I'd like to build like a microphone. So I'm kind of like, you know, reluctant to invest too much money into a microphone kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of what's been going on. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. Looks like we got a couple people. Hey, Ed, what's up? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, looks like we got a couple people here today. If anybody's got any questions about the S3-1200 sampler, feel free to fire away. I'm here and willing to answer any questions you have about that. And but in the meantime, I've got the next pedal that we're gonna fix or take a look at anyway. This guy right here, the Echo Park. It is a pretty beefy, heavy pedal. It is bottom heavy. You put this thing on your pedal board, it is not going anywhere. I wish I could describe to you the weight of this thing in a accurate way, so you can get an idea of what it actually weighs. But it's significant. Yeah. Oh, nice, sweet. Yeah. With the sampler, cool. Messing around with the sampler, nice, awesome. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm trying to get the rest of mine done over there, and then I'm gonna have those 4 all linked together. And I've been thinking about maybe doing I've got some ideas jotted down for version 2 of that sampler that I need to do in the Sunday live streams, I think. So I'm going to do that. I think this weekend, I'm going to try and get on Sunday again. I had to miss last Sunday because I had a ton of work to do on that video and get that short done for fulfilling my obligation to my sponsors. So that was a big project that I had to do on Sunday. And then I'm going to get on Sunday though, and I think I'd like to try. I think Russ was around. Maybe I think Russ was around when I was doing the preamp for the sampler, so I could sample with the line in kind of thing. And so I do need to do a couple things on that. I need to finish up a board for that, because I think I'm going to do it on my CNC machine here. I'm going to make a board on my CNC. But in the next live stream on Sunday, I think I'm going to do a passive filter section on the outputs with my volume control, because I'm thinking that it would be nice to be able to cut the high end, cut the low end on sound coming out of the sampler. So I think that's what I'm going to do in that live stream. So it's not going to take I don't think it'll take too long, but then I do want to jump into KiCad and do like a single-sided board for that. I think that would be really cool. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, good. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Ed, I'm still kind of like getting my feet wet in terms of on kind of giving these tutorial style videos, right? Like I'm still kind of catching my groove. So if you have any feedback about how I'm explaining things, or if you have any questions about KiCad, like when you get it up and running yourself on your computer or whatever, let me know for sure. Because any way that I can, try to make those videos better, then that means that I can get better at doing the tutorials, and then eventually making those sort of like a paid tier kind of thing through the Patreon, right? So, but I feel like I'm not ready to be charging for that kind of content when I'm still, like I said, getting my feet wet, kind of explaining things and stuff. So yeah, just let me know, But anyways, let's take a look at this line 6 Echo Park. Let's open it up. and see what's wrong with it. Actually, you know what? We should try to, you know what I just thought of is I haven't even plugged it in yet. So we should try plugging this in first and seeing if it actually works and seeing what is the matter with it. Because I don't even know if it powers on. Absolutely. You've been doing pretty well with this. Okay, cool. Nice. Great. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to, I think having like a version on the Patreon that's a little bit more expanded makes a lot of sense. But like putting up a 40-minute video on YouTube, I just don't know, like going through every little minute detail, it just doesn't, I don't know. And I just don't know if it's going to work kind of thing. And I know that, when you have people sponsoring your videos, right, they want it like a longer form video, but within kind of like a reasonable amount of time. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, so I'm just, like I said, I'm getting my feet wet. So hopefully it's useful. Hopefully I explain things clearly enough. And if I don't, just be like, Dave, you didn't exactly explain how to do this. You didn't exactly how to explain do that. Just let me know. I'm all ears. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get better at this stuff. So, and same with the editing too, like if the editing moves too fast for some people, let me know. Like I can, I cut things pretty tight. But like I'm all ears in terms of how to format the videos, everything. So anyway, let's get this guy hooked up and see if it does anything. And we'll see. Yeah. Exactly. So, I'm just testing things out, right? Like I'm still, what are we at now? We're at, what are we at for still pretty small in terms of amount of, I'm at 706 subscribers. So pretty good, actually. It's not bad, but still pretty small in terms of, size of the channel and stuff. So, I just need to keep getting better at this kind of stuff, and hopefully it'll all start clicking in the new year, and especially as we get farther into the S3-1200 build, like I think it's going to be, things will start clicking a little bit better, and maybe, more people will be interested in the project and stuff. And especially as it starts coming together in terms of like, making sounds and sampling and putting it in the enclosure, all that stuff, right? So anyways, I'm just going to flip over to my desk camera here, and I'll be keeping my eye on the chat. But yeah, I'm just going to flip over so you guys can see the pedal. So there we go. So there's the pedal. Move that guy out of the way. So just so you know, I'm just going to actually just move my microphone for a second. Just one sec. Okay, cool. So off screen here, I have my pedal board set up, and it's just got my power supply on it. Just so we can test whether this thing works or not. So it's just like a like a standard, multiple pedal power supply. It's 100. I think the one that I have it hooked up to right now is 100 milliamps, and 9 volts, 100 milliamps. So I'm just gonna hook up my guitar. I forgot to tune my guitar again today, so sorry about the lack of tuning. Well, I can tell you right now that, check that out. I got a little input jack coming out, which is okay. We'll fix that. Okay, so. Okay, and then let me get my guitar. Whoa. It's doing something. I'll try and keep it centered on the screen there for you guys. But check that out. It's doing something. I don't know all the modes, but let me grab my guitar. Whoop. Whoa, God. So just so everybody knows, it's just my Cyclone guitar. It's the one, you know, super distortion humbucker, tone, volume, nothing crazy. So yeah, I'm going to plug this in and then see if this thing actually makes any noise. We'll see. Okay. It's doing something. Weird. So the pedal's on. We got some weird like reverse setting on it. I don't know what's wrong with it. What are the controls on this thing? Mod, repeat, time. I don't know what's wrong. Tape? Sure. Huh. Huh. Well, that's definitely... Well, that's interesting. It's definitely not turning off. Like, it's not turning off at all. I think that's what must be broken. Okay. Yeah, it's not turning off. It just stays on. It works. It just doesn't turn off. Sounds awesome, though. Hey? I wish I knew some, like, really cool, like, cool, you know, delay guitar stuff, but I don't. It's not really my thing. Sounds great. That's just DI, too. Cool. Well, that's the problem with it. It will not turn off. See, the lights are still on? It doesn't turn off. That's the problem. Okay, 1 sec. Well, that's not really the most glamorous of repairs. Hopefully. So I think what I'm going to do is open this up. We'll open it up and then see what's going on with the switch, because it's definitely not turning off. So that's interesting. Not turning off. So the question is whether it's the actual switch is actually busted or it's like an internal problem. Does this thing come up? You can press in. If you press these really hard, does this open up? It feels like it should. I don't think it's a different issue than the switch, Ed. Like it not turning off like that makes me think that maybe the switch is just, if it's like one of those plastic switches on the inside, it might just be worn out. Sometimes they break. Sometimes the buttons break off. There's like a little actuator. So I don't know. Let's open it up. See what happens. Yeah. I mean, that's what I was thinking is like this, because you know how on Boss pedals, it's got, I don't have a Boss pedal here, but it's got like this kind of switch, right? And you unscrew that little button right in the front, and then this pedal part like pops up, right? And that's what I'm thinking, that maybe if I just pull on this, that's what it does. But I don't know for sure. Yeah. Exactly. Because that's what it looks like. But I've never had a pedal like this before. So I don't know. Maybe I should look up the manual. Let me look up the manual real quick. Manual. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. See what it says. Echo Park Pilot's Handbook. Okay. Sure. So so it's supposed to do that. So you squeeze while holding the pedal, squeeze both sides of the hinge as shown. I definitely feel like I'm unlatching something, but depress the pedal fully. Okay, I'm fully depressing the pedal. And then it says, while holding the pedal, squeeze both sides of the hinge as shown. Okay. Should reveal the battery. There we go. I got it. Yep. So that is definitely the problem. So this is popped out completely, whatever this is. looks like a spring. Yeah, exactly. So it looks like it's just this button has somehow come out. Now, I just don't know. This is tricky. Oh, there we go. So it looks like it's... Yeah, something about this button is busted. It's really hard to see, but I don't think this is supposed to pop out like that. But I don't know how it locks in. So maybe I should open up the back. I'm going to open up the back side. Oh, geez. Oh, great. I'm going to open up the back side and see. Oh, I see. I guess that has to be like that. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. It seems like it would have come out too easy, eh? I'm just... Something's shaking in there. So I'm kind of curious if something broke inside that is stopping it from staying in place. So I'm thinking that I'm going to close this and just open up the other side and see if there's anything that comes out. And it'd be cool to take a look and see how they did this pedal anyway. Probably a lot of surface mount stuff, not like the Tube Screamer. That Tube Screamer was so cool. I still haven't found the replacement knob for it yet, but the guy was very happy. I sent him a picture of it working, and he was very pleased. Okay. Oh, there we go. Cool. So that's obviously the back side of the board. Looks like it's the button. Okay, well, yeesh. So, oh, there we go. Check that out. Check that out. Isn't that neat? Looks good. Looks really cool. What microcontroller are they using here? I don't know. So it looks like this little switch is broken. That looks broken to me. Yeah. See that little switch there? Oh, no, you can't. You guys can't see that. Sorry. See that switch? Right there? That looks broken. And there it is. Yep. There's the piece. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, my thought is that what happens is this goes like this and turns Hard to see. But this must go here, or this goes like this. This doesn't go like this. This got this weird angle on it. So I'm thinking that it goes like this, and there's 2 points of switching. Probably, I don't know. I don't know why they would have two, what this contact does. I don't really get it. And I definitely don't have any switches like this. Oh boy. Got some dog hair in here or something. Yeah. Got some dog hair in there. We'll get rid of that. Bummer, dude. Okay. Well, I guess we need to look up a part. Yeah, it seems like that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking that it looks like you press down the pedal and these both get pressed down. I'm not sure why that would be the case. It's kind of cool though. Check this out. See how it's got there's a separate board for the potentiometers, and it's got this little pin header that just connects the two together. Isn't that cool? So it just connects in there. The switch almost looks like a locking switch, but if it's momentary, the bigger part is programmed or whatever to keep this state. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know what it is, Ed? I bet you $1 million. One is for like tapping and holding. I bet you one that serves as like functions a little bit differently than just on off. One's on off and one is press and hold. Probably. It probably makes it more accurate logic to use this style switch for pressing and holding. It might that's I'm just taking a guess, obviously, but that's my guess. Because it is digital, right? Well, neither do I. So we both lose. We both lose. Okay. All right. Man, that stinks. That sucks. That really, really sucks. All right. So, shit. Okay. I guess we need to go looking for a switch because I'm not going to glue that because that's not going to last, obviously. Yeah. Bummer, dude. I'm definitely going to have to get a new switch. Okay, so let's go looking for a switch. Let's see here. Okay. Just 1 second. You move the desk out of the way. It's a bit of a pain, but, you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so we need to search for line 6, Echo Park, switch. Tap tempo, right. Dual action foot switch with a light tap tempo. Right. Makes sense. But we need the actual switch. Maybe we should do parts. There we go. Toggle switch. See if we can find anything that's remotely close to what we're looking for here. I have a feeling it's not going to be on here. Whatever it is, it's not going to, it shouldn't be very expensive. It should be like $2. If I can't find anything that's specific, I don't want to find anything that's like too specific for line 6 though either, right? Because it'll probably be more expensive than if I just find the right part at DigiKey. DigiKey will probably be super cheap. And I've never seen that kind of switch before. And I don't want to change it too much. I don't want to change it with something completely different because obviously this pedal is designed a certain way, right? Not seeing anything. And of course, the problem is they don't make this pedal anymore, right? I don't think they do anyway. I think they're out of stock. Tap tempo, yeah. Shoot. Not seeing anything here. We'll go all the way to the end. I guess I could always write line 6 too. Since they're still actually making pedals, right? Hi, I'm Dave, and I'm making my gear. And I happen to be repairing my gear for blah, 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 blah. Oh, see? Okay. So that's what the potentiometer board looks like, which is kind of cool. Bummer, dude. Line 6 doesn't sell replacement parts. Directly sell. Many of their dealers will only sell parts if they get to do the repair work. Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. Super helpful. I mean, yeah. Well, I already looked at that. British audio. No. Oh, man. I wonder maybe if there's like a parts list in the manual. Is there maybe there's a service manual? Let's see. German? Yeah, no, there's nothing in here. Okay. Let's do oh, it says Spanish, but that doesn't look like Spanish to me, but could be wrong. So Echo Park service manual. Unlike the DL4, there are no service manuals online. All right, let's go to our it could be Brian, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to tell what it is. Here, let me go over to the desk and I'll show you a close-up of it. It might be. Because I can go on DigiKey and look for that, but that's what see that thing? Come on, focus. See that one with that broken focus? Anyway, it's got let's see if I can get a good look at that. It's hard to see, but it's got a broken actuator on it. Could be you could be right. SW3. Yeah. Hey. Okay. Let's go back to. Let's go to DigiKey. Switch. It's not a toggle switch. Looks like a tiny micro switch. Yeah, it does. Maybe tactile switches. I know it's not like it's not this style, obviously. I just don't know how to describe. I guess, yeah, slotted. Maybe you're right. It's definitely top actuated, right? We can narrow it down there. We want it to be in stock. I don't know if it's a tactile switch though. I might be in the wrong section here. Because well, if it's wait a second. Let's think about this for a second. See, all those are going to be too short. non-illuminated. We know it doesn't light up, so we can press OK for that. Termination style, circular contact, connector, gull wing. What's a gull wing? No, that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, maybe I'll try that micro switch. See if something comes up. It's not a limit switch. It shouldn't be a limit switch. That's like something completely different. Right? I mean, maybe. It's not a limit switch. Shit. Actuator type. It's not a spring, I don't think. It's not a spring. Although it might be, because if it's popping back up. Maybe try. Oh, there's one. It's definitely not that. It's not a selector switch. No, that's not it either. Those are. This is like a. Not an actual switch, right? That's Hall effect. My magnet resistive. That's not it. Man. Yeah. So, wait, no, I already was there. It's not a slide switch. Let's try going back to switches. It's not a rocker switch. Dip switch. It's not a dip switch. You dip. Not a toggle. It's not really a toggle, right? Yeah, no, toggle, you actually toggle, right? This is like a push button almost. You know what? Let me go. Oh, let me go back to push button switches. Because there's all these different kinds of. Plunger? There's one. There's one. Yeah. This is the idea. Like something like that. Is this through hole though? It is through hole. Okay. This is the right idea though, I think. Yeah. Let me go in stock. And there's all these termination styles here too. screw terminal, socketable, solder lug. See, I don't know what any of this means though. Let's try gull wing again. There's 8. Like that to me is probably the most similar, right? Like something like this is probably the most similar, where you just tap it and it actuates or whatever, right? Let's go back. Let's clear that. Like, what's quick connect? I don't know what that means. I don't know what half of this stuff means. Like the It's not wire wrap. It's not wire leads. What's socketable mean? Like they only have like one of these. Like I know there's only 720 left, but or 760 left, but like come on. Here's PC pin. Well, I don't even know what that means. Like that's close to me. You know? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, one thing we could do is we've got it's a 4 connector, it's 4 connectors. So probably we can probably narrow it down in that regard too, right? It's probably a single pull, single throw, or whatever you call it. Like we're getting close, like with that. That's pretty damn close. We for sure only have, it's for sure normally open. Let's do that. Click apply. Then we have 92 to choose from. Like that looks pretty freaking close, man. Like I wonder if something else would see. That looks like a keyboard style. This is one we could use for the S3-1200. That's like a keyboard style. No, Brian, it's through hole. That looks like, I'm gonna have to take some measurements, but something like some of these switches might work. I think what we should do, here's my thought. I'm going to flip an email to line 6 and see if they give me any information. Like, see this too. Like that could work. As long as the height is okay, you know what I mean? Like that could work. But I mean, they might have some of these switches laying around. You know, you talk to the right person, they might be like, "Hey man, I'll help you out." Just none of these look like the part that we're trying to replace. But some of these, hey, guys, we should keep an eye on these. These look great. Look at that. That would be great for our sampler. Because that's the kind of stuff, you know, that was probably in the original, something similar to that, right? Just throwing it out there. Yeah. I bet they're super fast too, Ed. Because that's what we want, right? Is something really fast. That's the problem with those push buttons that I used on my original ESP32 sampler. Is that they're good, but they're not. They don't have that like snap to them that quicker buttons have. A DS1120 detector switch. Is that are you looking on DigiKey, Brian? Something might work. As long as it fits in the footprint, as long as it is single pole, single throw, it looks like it'll fit in the footprint and the height is right. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, right? No, just Googling. Okay, let me try Googling that. DS1120 detector switch. Okay. Detector switch. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, you're right. It does look like that, doesn't it? But I think you're right. Then what broke off? Oh, I guess it did break off still. So the thing is, see how good find, Brian. But it looks like see how it's got this actuator right here, this big guy. It looks like there was one on this side, so it's like a 2 actuator one. So is there one with 2 actuators? It's super close, though. You're totally right. It's very, very close. Let's try 2 actuators. Man, that's a good find, dude. Damn. Yeah, that's not. Maybe. Do they make other. So, do they make other switches? Maybe, you know what? Let's go back. Detector switches. No, looks like they don't make. It's so close, man. It's so close. Damn. Hmm. It's definitely the switch. Whether it's just depends whether it's broken enough. Let me think about this for a second. This is a real pain in the ass to open, I'll tell you that. God damn it. This thing is real pain in the ass. For frig's sake. My God. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how hard this thing is to open. Yeah. Holy crap. Frustrated Incorporated. Oh my God. I can't get it back open. Fuck. I can't get the damn thing open. Oh. Yeah, it won't open. It won't open. Holy crap. That is so frustrating. Come on. Oh my God. I'm gonna lose my cool here. Okay, I got it. Holy shit. That was a real pain in the ass, I'll tell you that. Okay. I'm not. Okay. I just don't. I need to figure out how to orient this switch. So it looks like it fits in. Okay. Let's try doing this. Like it shouldn't pop out like that. I feel like that's wrong. But I don't understand how it would go any other way. It's definitely not obvious what broke here. Because there's actually two little pieces of plastic. That I don't know where they came from. Yeah, I just don't know where it came from. You know what I should try? I was just thinking this is, before I go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can actually just turn the pedal on and off. Try to turn the pedal on and off with that switch. Just give me 1 sec. Okay. Maybe I'll use like a little pair of tweezers or something. Oh, shit. No, I can't do that. I can't do that because the LED's not hooked up to the board. Shit. Okay. I mean, it looks broken. It looks... I don't know. Maybe it's not broken. Maybe something else is broken. But it really seems like it is broken. It's hard to tell what fell off here. It's really frustrating. Something definitely broke, though. I mean, I guess I could... Okay. There's no direct replacement. Okay. Thanks, Brian. I need to figure out... There's no direct replacement for the switch. It was weird. It's weird that they... Yeah, I'm actually not sure that this is actually broken now that I'm looking at it. I'm giving it a good look in the light here, and I'm actually not sure it's broken. Because I don't think it is. But what I do think is that... Oh, wait a minute. It's just hard to tell what broke where. Because that looks right. This is definitely the way it's supposed to go. What broke? That's so important then. Whatever it is, it's not allowing me to turn the pedal on and off properly, right? Let me think about this for a minute. Could it just be could it... Hear me out. Could the switch just need to be cleaned? Would that work? It's a good question. It's a good question. Could it just need to be cleaned? The $1 million question. Something's not holding this spring in place, though, either. That's the thing too. I don't know if it had like tabs on here. Yeah, I don't know. There's these like little tiny pieces that have broken off, but I don't know where they broke off from. Like, they look like the same size as the actuator on the switch, on that little tiny switch. Is the big metal part the on-off switch? I think I could be I'm trying to figure that out. Let me hold on one sec. Let me go over to the desk here. I'll show you. So I think it's like a two-part switch, right? So let me get the so this piece here, right, is the part that's sitting inside of the foot of the actual metal enclosure, right? And it looks like it goes something like this and hits both switches. If you can see that. It's hard, I know it's hard to see with my hands, but I'm trying to hold it up too. But so it's, you press the switch and it, the longer one I'm guessing is for tap tempo. And this little guy here is on off. That's my guess. And the reason why I would think that this one is tap tempo is because you'd want the tapping to be a little bit ahead of time, right? So this actuator on this plastic piece is actually a little bit longer. So it hits it. But that's just a guess. That's a total guess. I have no idea. But the problem is that the spring doesn't want to stay on. And that's why I'm thinking that maybe these little plastic pieces that fell off, these little guys, maybe held the spring in place. See that? Two little plastic nubs. That's why I thought they were on that little switch on the board, but I don't think they are. Because when I get a good look at the switch, it looks like it's only supposed to have one actuator. So there's that. You know what I think I might do? I might go looking on YouTube and see if there's somebody who's disassembled a working one of these things. Because that could tell me some stuff, right? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like there's anything, like there looks like there could have been something holding on the spring on the bottom of this thing. Like, check that out, okay? That'll focus. See the end of that? It looks like maybe the spring goes over top like that. And then maybe, I don't know, I'm just riffing here, but maybe there were like these little plastic tabs that held the spring kind of in place. Like from falling all the way off like that. But that's just a guess. I know it's really hard to see. I'm sorry, I can't get it much better than that, but yeah, I don't know. I think I gotta see if there's like a video out there of somebody dismantling one of these things that are actually like working. Because something's making this switching system fall apart right? And not work correctly. And yeah, because if like, let me see if I can get it really close here. But, oh, come on, focus. It's so hard to focus on my phone. Okay, that kind of worked. Except now I'm all over the place here. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, see the R there? That's what makes me think it's not broken. That R's supposed to be there, I think. So I don't think this switch is actually broken. It might be dirty. You know, like the contact might be corroded maybe, or maybe it's just like worn out, the switch itself. But something is making that spring fall off, I think, when it's not supposed to fall off. That's just a guess. But you know what I could do is I could use my multimeter. Put it in continuity mode, and see if the switch is closing when I'm pressing the button. Let's do that. Yes. I did hear shaking in it. Yep. I need some leads. One sec. Where are they? Just give me 1 second. Okay, so I've got my leads here, and we can at least see if that switch is actually closing, right? So, put the multimeter kind of there. It's going to be hard for me to get a good shot of this, but I'll do my best. So, okay. Okay, let's turn it to continuity mode. Okay. Now it could be the bottom two. Okay, these are not connected. I'm pressing the button and they're connected, and I release the button and they're not connected. So what does that tell us? The switch is working. The switch is definitely working. Is this switch working? The other part? That I don't know. But I have a feeling that, yeah. My feeling is that because this isn't locked in place, this little plastic piece, even when I place it back in with the spring on it, it like moves out of the way. Like it won't stay centered. And so if it doesn't stay centered, it means that the spring is dislodged and it's not actually actuating those switches at the same time. So it's like a little bit off. So something on this switch is busted. Something on this part is busted, I think. Because I think the spring is supposed to be held in place, or not so that it remains straight in the enclosure, if that makes any sense. That's my guess. It's my guess. So can you buy that? Or can I get a good look at that without, can I get a good look at that switch by itself to see if I'm right? Great question. Great question. We'll do a quick search on that. I don't know what you call it. Do you guys know what you'd call that? I guess, I don't know. What should I call it? Echo Park. Let's just go parts. Maybe this will tell us something. Because if I can just get a good look at it, you know? If I can just get a good look at that pedal, how it's supposed to work, how it's supposed to sit in there, then we're golden. Because I might be able to rig something up, you know what I mean? Images. Okay, we're getting somewhere. See? See how it stays in there? See how it's locked? It's almost like locked in there. Mine doesn't do that. It kind of like sits out of the, it won't stay in that spot. And so it's not, so every time I put the pedal back together and I press the button, it just dislodges it. So it's not actually pressing both of those buttons at the same time. They had to get cute with the button, didn't they? They had to. And if that's, oh, look at that. Hey, look. Boom. That's how it's supposed to look. It's only got one actuator on it. So that's good to know. So that's right. That's good to know. So I have a feeling it's that button, that actual plastic push button. Was this like a whole, does anybody know offhand, was this like a whole series of pedals they did? It looks like it was, eh? Like, I don't know what you call these. Is this like a series of pedals? Doesn't really say on the... You know what? It's got a part number on here. It's got a part number on here. This little plastic piece. It's got a part number. Let's go. Let's go. Let's find a part number. Line 6. Let's go. So 30-27 0096. Oh boy. The suspense is killing me. Would it be under that? It's not a direct link, though. You'd think they would link you to a direct link. Man, we're so close. We're so freaking close. That's not it, bro. That's not it, bro. shopping. Man, maybe it's not a line 6 part. What if I just do the number? I would have a hard time believing it's not a line 6 part. Am I right? Damn. God dang it. So close. I think I have a... Okay. Bummer. Man. Oh, look at this. Somebody says line 6 was good enough to send me a new one as a replacement. I think I'm going to write line 6. I really do. I really, really do. It's definitely not that. Could be here forever. Bummer, man. Well, it's a real bummer. Shoot. Yeah. Oh, well. I don't think we're going to find the part today, unfortunately. Maybe I'm thinking about this wrong. Would it be stupid if is the spring on the right side? Like, it has to be on that side, right? Yes, it has to be on that side. But something about this is not stirring the Kool-Aid. Like, it should stay in place. And it's not staying in place. It's like it... Yeah, it's not like holding in place. Is there like notches in here or something that I'm missing? I don't know. It looks broken. I think... Where are those plastic pieces? Does that make sense? think it is broken. I think this thing is busted. And glue is not going to hold that in place. I'll tell you that much. I can guarantee that. And of course, I just lost that little plastic piece. Oh, God. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm going to write them. I'm going to write these guys and write a semi-heated. I don't think so. It's so small. These pieces are so small and delicate. Like, I just have a hard time believing I could, like, it would hold. You know what I mean? Especially if he's going to gig with it. But I wonder if, I mean, my kind of thought is, so why would it, let's think about this for a second. Hold on 1 second. I got to think about this. Why would they be there? They would be there to stop that from maybe going all the way back. Okay, let me show you guys something before I go. So my thought is, okay, sorry. Okay, so here's the button, right? That's how it's supposed to sit in the enclosure. So it's supposed to sit straight, right? It's supposed to lock in place like that, right? And not move. And so my thought is that something is broken off this button that's letting it completely dislodge every single time. So when you go to actuate the push button, it's always crooked. So it's not hitting both of those buttons at the exact same time. So something has to keep that in place. And my thought is that if you look at these pieces, these little tiny, tiny plastic pieces that I have, it looks like they broke off on the sides. Let's see if I can get that to focus. See, if you look at that plastic piece, it looks like it might be broken. And it looks like something like this might have broken off. So maybe there are these like two little tabs on the sides holding that in place and holding it straight in the enclosure. So like that, except on either side of it. Because like, honestly, I don't know where else it would come from on this thing. Because something's causing it to dislodge, kind of thing. It should stay in the enclosure as it is. It should like click in place, right? And stay in place. And it looks like it might be broken, but it's so hard to say because obviously it's a really used pedal. So that's my thought. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact the line 6. I'm going to reach out to line 6 and see what they say. See if they have any possible leads for me. See maybe if they have maybe a couple of those switches hanging around. You never know. Give it a shot. Yeah, we're going to give it a shot. I'll reach out to them this week, see how it goes. At least maybe if they can tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong. And I'll probably look for like some sort of video, maybe dismantling it, just to get an idea. Because like I could I was thinking I could put that button in place and then maybe use some of that like plastic weld kind of stuff to keep it oriented in the enclosure, maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, and I'm willing to pay for it. Like, the guy's willing to pay for it, so yeah, and I have the part number, so it's just a fact of finding the part. Or at least getting a good look at it. Like, even if they had like a technical drawing of it, that would be useful, because then I could recreate the part in Fusion and possibly get PCBWay to do a 3D print of it. That would be really smart. Yeah. Because something's making this not stay oriented correctly. For sure. For sure. I'm like 95% positive. 99. 90, no, not 95, 99. That's my gut. That's my gut. Yeah. Anyway, well, I think that's it for today. I'm exhausted, mentally exhausted by that pedal. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Anyhow, at least it works. At least we know it works. It functions. So that's really good. That's a plus in my book. So it's nice that we don't have to dink around with anything. Yeah, good point, Brian. Yeah, good point. Good point. I should definitely look at that. You're right. Thingiverse. I totally forgot about that. Should definitely take a look at that. Mm-hmm. I hear you, Ed. I hear you. Yeah, like, I don't know. But I was definitely, when I pulled out I can tell you this much, is when I opened that hinge for the first time, this little plastic piece, popped out. So it's definitely, but it's not supposed to pop out. It's not supposed to. I think it's supposed to stay locked in place, right? So, yeah, I got to think about that. I'm going to go look on YouTube and stuff for other videos and whatnot. And I'm going to look on Thingiverse, like Brian suggested. That's a really good idea. Because if I could get one 3D printed, that would be wicked. Wicked. Or even like somebody's better version of it. At least if I can get a good look at it too, I could, like I said, I could use like a little bit of plastic weld or something to keep it in place. Like, it's just difficult without adding more material to the plastic, to the tip of the enclosure, because you don't want to put any more on that, right? Because then it's going to screw up your tap tempo. Your tap tempo would always be behind, if that's what it, I mean, I'm assuming that's what it does. But anyway, yeah, we'll take a look at that. I'll poke around on that. Maybe we'll do that next week or something. And I'll reach out to Line 6, see if they have anything to say. Hopefully they'll have some good news for us. That'd be great. If they do have good news for us, I'll post something on the Discord or on Patreon. And so you guys are updated. And then if I have to wait for a part or something, fingers crossed, if I have to wait for a part or anything like that, then we'll just look at something else in the gear graveyard, right? Anyway, thanks again for coming out. I really appreciate it. As always, Brian, Ed, thank you. I really appreciate you guys a lot for coming out every week. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm really, really happy that you guys were able to make it today. Anyway, yeah. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Hope you have a great weekend. And I'll be on the live stream Sunday probably, doing that passive filter for my little mixer. Or not mixer, but you know what I mean. It's kind of a mixer, I guess. Like it's kind of like a mixer for my my ESP32 samplers. So anyways, take it easy, guys. And thanks again for coming. And I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, Brian, enjoy the new synth, man. Yeah. I'm insanely jealous. Take it easy.